Hello, dear friends. I am Ginny, and today I'm going to offer a short 5 to 10 minute guided meditation on the topic of attending to our foundation, our grounding. So, as you feel ready, go ahead and get yourself in a comfortable space. It's nice to be seated, sitting up nice and tall, feet touching something, a cushion or the floor, and begin to take your attention to your breath. And as you begin to feel settled, go ahead and close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Nice deep inhale, nice deep exhale. Inhale, exhale. Notice from this quiet space, how are you doing? What's coming up? Have that information without any judgment. And then notice that you have a grounding cord connecting you. I like to connect my grounding cord to the center of the earth. Imagine that you also have a grounding cord, and that at any time you can create a new one. If circumstances change and you need a new, different kind of grounding, you can do that energetically at any time. Notice also that you have a space around you that is filled with your own unique vibration of energy. And again, notice, how are you doing today? Taking your attention to your breath, a nice deep inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. It's easy to forget that you have some control over your grounding, especially when something comes up that shakes us. Perhaps something comes up that shakes your world, or an event, or something is going on in the greater world. Lots of things happen every day that can test our grounding, our footing, our foundation. As you hear me say your foundation, what comes to mind? Let it come in and out of your mind without any judgment. And if it's something that is disruptive, disturbing, negative, perceived as negative, know that you can release that as easily as you called it in. You can let it go. And you can take your attention back to your grounding, to your safe space, to your foundation. With practice, you can create rituals to get yourself back to a solid foundation. An energetic grounding cord is one example. It's so easy to work with. And there are many other tools that people use to get themselves back to a solid foundation. Breath is another one. We have to breathe anyway, and often our breath is natural and we don't have to think about it. So taking our attention to our breath is a great tool to bring ourselves back home. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Notice what's coming up for you when you take your attention to your foundation. And notice if you can let anything that is not feeling good drop away, simply by having the intention to do so. Notice that you can create in an instant an energetic grounding cord and connect yourself to something. I like to connect to the center of the earth. And a grounding cord, an energetic grounding cord, could be made out of anything. You could, for example, imagine rope or a chain, a tree trunk, a candy cane, a piece of licorice, a string, a gold string. What feels good? Play with that. Create a chord, let it go. Create another one, let it go. Create another one, let it go. Take this moment to notice what kind of energetic grounding cord would feel good and solid at this moment. And remember how it feels to feel like you have a solid foundation. Remember that feeling. Can you intensify it? Can you double it, for example? And notice from a place of neutrality, without any judgment, about how easy or difficult it is to be grounded, how you're doing. Notice how you're doing. Do you feel differently than you did 2 or 3 minutes ago? Can you enhance this feeling? Can you feel even better? Can you remember a time when you were so solid and grounded? What was the feeling? Can you invite more of that in? Can you perhaps be even more grounded and then more grounded and then more grounded still? And as disruptive thoughts come in, interruptions, noises, can you let them go and come back to the grounding cord? Come back to the breath. Notice the sweetness of a solid foundation. Enhance that feeling. And as we begin to prepare to come out of the meditation, notice your grounding and notice if you'd like to change it yet again. What grounding cord would you like for your next event? Take another deep inhalation and exhalation. Open your eyes when you feel ready. Let your eyes move around the room that you're in, from corner to corner, from floor to ceiling. Bring yourself back into the physical body a little more. Perhaps stretching. I often, when I'm coming out of a meditation, will bend and touch the floor with my fingertips. Wiggle around a little bit. Bring yourself back to this present moment. Thanks so much for joining the meditation today. If you're interested in longer meditations, check out my website. See you soon. Namaste.